Hey guys, AR Cure. I'm on the tram at Area 18. I just missed my stop for Bevic, so I'm just going to go ahead and talk to you guys for a bit about the RSI website, what buying things means, if you're a new player, what you need to keep playing, and we'll kind of just go from there. We'll talk about CCUs and insurance and buyback tokens and the whole works. So if you want a really brief overview, if you've been here for free fly week and you want to keep flying in the verse after this week is over, you need to buy a game package. A game package includes access to the PU, we call it, the Persistent Universe, and access to a starter ship. So they start at $45 here, and that usually is about $15 or $20 more than the ship would be by itself. So you can buy a Mustang and an Aurora. I prefer the Aurora if you're starting out because you can do more kinds of missions with an Aurora than you can with a Mustang. If you want to spend a little bit more money, you can get a Pisces starter pack for $60, or these Titan packages. So if you see something on the website that says Warbond, Warbond is RSI's way of telling you that you need to spend new money for that. You need to give them the full value of that in new money when you buy it. Anything else that doesn't say Warbond means you can use store credit to purchase that item. Let's go ahead and look at this Warbond Titan here. And you see it's $10 cheaper than even this guy over here. So we look at this. This includes the Titan with that blue and gold paint job we just saw, 10 years of insurance, and access to the PU. So if you want to buy access to Star Citizen and keep playing with us after the week is over, you need a package starting as low as $45 and up from there. That's the Too Long Didn't Watch. If you're interested in more information about CCUs and insurance and melting ships, we'll talk about that next. So start with insurance. Insurance in game is going to be much like insurance in real life. You can actually buy it when the game goes live with in-game currency. Right now, there's no money needed in order to have insurance in the game. Ships will have 3 months, 6 months, 120 months in some cases, or lifetime insurance on them. Insurance in the game will just mean if the ship is destroyed, you can get a new ship without having to buy a whole new ship. So again, it won't start counting until the game actually goes live. So out of alpha, out of beta, and when the game goes live. So 10 years of insurance is probably more like 14 years of insurance. You will still have to pay basically a deductible in game. If the ship blows up, you might have to pay 1,000 alpha UEC or in-game currency in order to get the ship replaced. But if you have insurance is still active on it, you don't have to worry about paying in-game money to extend insurance. So it'll be purchasable in-game. Having lifetime or 10-year insurance is nice, but it's probably not that necessary if you plan on playing. All right, so anything you buy with new money, Warbond, you can give away to somebody else. So you can see I've got a couple of Warbond, these brand new little wheeled vehicles they came out with, and you see I have a gift option there. I can give that away to somebody else, to another account. Anything you bought with in-game, with store credit, you cannot give away to anybody else. I should mention here that any money you give RSI, you don't actually own anything. You're buying a license to use things in the PU, so you're buying a license to use this ship in the PU. You don't get a refund though if it's buggy or you don't like it. You can, however, get store credit by melting that ship. You get all your money back as store credit, but once the money goes from your checking account to Chris Roberts, he's keeping it. You're not getting that money back. It's not refundable. So with this, since I paid new money for it, I can give it away, or I could exchange it. If I hit exchange here, this is what you'll hear people in the verse talking about as melting. So I can melt this ship and get back $55 in store credit back for this ship that I can use to buy something else. Now, if I did that with something like this that has my game package in it, I would need to buy a new game package in order to still have access to the verse. If you sell your package back, you don't have access to the verse until you own a different package. Talk about upgrades. You can buy upgrades for ships. So you can see here that I've already upgraded this standalone ship to an Arrow. I bought an Arrow with money, either with store credit, or actually you can tell that I bought it with new money because I'm still able to give this away. So I paid for an upgrade for an Arrow, and the reason you want to maybe upgrade a current ship you have to an Arrow, or to anything else rather, is because you get the what you paid in for that ship. So in this case, $55 for the ship. You only pay the difference between that ship and the next ship you want to upgrade to. So it didn't cost me $75 for the Arrow. It probably cost me $15 or $20 to upgrade to the Arrow. And anything in this ship, anything in this item carries over to the new ship. So this one has lifetime insurance. So now this Arrow that I've upgraded the ship to also has lifetime insurance. So that's kind of nice. I don't have to worry about it anymore. See down here at this my game package down here, I've upgraded that to a Cutlass Red. So that is a Cutlass Red, and you can see we drop down here. This package includes my access to the Persistent Universe. It includes Star Citizen's standalone game Squadron 42 when that comes out, and it includes lifetime insurance on that Cutlass Red. Okay. And again, I paid for this all with new money, so I could, if I wanted to, give that away to somebody else. The limit on gifts are things that you've bought with new money, and things that are under $1,000 are the only things you can give away in Star Citizen. If it's more than $1,000, and there are ships that cost $1,500 or $3,000, you cannot give those away. Those ships are yours forever. All right, as far as melting ships, now I can melt any one of these things and get back all the money I have from that, but I'll lose everything in that package. So if I melt this guy, I will lose lifetime insurance attached to it, and anything else I buy might not have lifetime insurance. If you have special things like special paint jobs on ships, if you melt that, you're not going to get those special paint jobs back. With the exception of buyback pledges. So every 3 months, you get a token that you can use to buy back one pledge that you've previously melted. These do not stack. You can only have one at a time, but you get a new one every 3 months. So with this, any ship that I've bought standalone, I can get that ship back. So I bought a Cutlass Red at one point before I upgraded the other one to a Cutlass Red, and I can use this token and buy this back with any amount of store credit. All store credit or no store credit, doesn't matter. And I can get that ship back. So I also have in here Constellation Taurus that I could buy back. I've got a Saber I could buy back. Let's take a look here. I'm pretty sure I have a Crucible in here. I've got a Constellation Phoenix and Aquila. So this Constellation Phoenix is a limited item. They don't sell these all the time, and when they do sell them, that they are limited hulls, they call them. A limited number of that ship are sold. But I owned it at one point, and so if I wanted to, I could buy that back. So going back to my hangar, though, if I melted this little rover here, I wouldn't be able to buy it back as an arrow. The supplied upgrade, I'll get the store credit for it, but I won't be able to buy it back as an arrow. The only thing I'd be able to buy back is this standalone ship, this little rover guy. So if you have a smaller ship that you've upgraded to something rare, like a Phoenix, if you melt that package, you're probably not going to be able to get that Phoenix back. You have to wait for the next actual sale, which happens like twice a year. Okay? So there's some benefit to taking a concept like this and upgrading it and getting lifetime insurance on it. And there's also benefits to buying things with new money, with cash, if you want the option to give that away later. And there's also benefits to if you want to buy a ship and maybe melt it and try something else out, that you can buy that ship again if you've bought it outright instead of using upgrades for that. So hopefully that kind of clears the water a little bit. It's a little bit muddy. I think if they made lifetime insurance on everything you bought in Alpha, that would really help. But kind of go from there. This is my stop, guys. So hope you got some good information out of it. And I'll be riding this train to the end of time. But if you guys have any questions, please let me know. And I'll see you in the verse.